Am I allowed to stand here?
Ah! He just ran over my foot!
This moment of impact, captured by a recent Cornell graduate heard screaming in the video, has questions still swirling tonight. Cornell President Michael Kotlikov had introduced an Israel-Palestine debate series on campus. A group followed him after the event last Friday, asking questions about the university's punishment process and what they say is a lack of independent review in light of dozens of suspensions related to campus protests and the war in Gaza.
Are you refusing to talk to your students right now?
I'm not refusing to talk. I'm being interrogated in a way that I think is inappropriate.
The confrontation continuing into the parking lot.
President Kotlikov started reversing. It seems like his automatic brake system deployed, and he kind of quickly accelerated to override that. And that is when he hit Hudson and ran over Aiden's foot.
Sophia Arnold, a senior at Cornell, was there, as was Aiden Viacio, who says his foot was run over. He graduated a few months ago.
How are you doing?
My foot certainly hurts. My kind of toes got ran over, so it hurts to put pressure on them, walk uphill. Worse than that, I think, is the kind of emotional attacks that we've been getting as a result of the university's response.
President Kotlikov says he was accosted by a group of individuals known to Cornell for their past conduct, including a long history of ongoing verbal and online abuse, who he says refused to stop after he answered some questions, adding, "They continued to follow me to my car and then surrounded the car, banging on the windows, blocking the car, and shouting. The behavior I experienced is not protest, it is harassment and intimidation."
I'm not deflecting.
Kotlikov declined to be interviewed for this story. New video released by Cornell from the parking lot, which the university says it zoomed in and brightened, appears to show a group of people surrounding the president's car, but no clear example of anyone banging on the vehicle.
Did you see anyone striking the president's car?
No, absolutely not. Nobody struck the car.
He even could have called the university police and instead chose to violently hit two students and leave the scene.
Viacio and Arnold say they have never had any history of discipline at Cornell.
Is it right for students to block someone in without having the ability to move their car? How would you counter that?
I'm actually really glad you asked, because it gives us a chance to set the record straight. It wasn't a coordinated effort. We actually were trying to move out of the car as we realized that the conversation was well and over.
No one was seriously injured as questions over the sequence of events continue to crest. Now Cornell adding further comment, telling NBC News that not all of the individuals involved here are current students, and explaining that the university will take action as appropriate based on the results of the investigation and in line with its policies. What is not clear, Ryan, is what consequences, if any, the president will face in all of this. Back to you.
All right, Sam Brock, thank you for that.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.